Hello YouTube, it's me Vdeogamer, and this is the How to Draw Video Game Characters tutorial. For this specific tutorial, I will be drawing the character Shadow the Hedgehog, which was requested by BattleGuy84493. You got a lot of numbers in there, but anyway. If I mispronounced your name, here it is, but I don't think I did. And, Shadow, just for a little background information on the character, is from the Sonic the Hedgehog series. He has always been sort of like a doppelganger of Sonic, but a little more mysterious, and I like the character and all, but I just wish Sega hadn't made him lose his memory every time he used Chaos Control. If you're a Sonic fan, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you're not, then probably you won't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I'll go over your supplies list right now. First, you're going to need a pencil with an eraser, and then if you want to do more detail, you'll need a mechanical pencil. And you'll also need paper with, or sketchbook paper or copy paper. And then you're going to need colored pencils to color your drawing. And I'm going to color my drawing and probably add in a cool background. So, without further ado, let the drawing begin. So I've got all my supplies ready, and I'm ready to begin drawing Shadow the Hedgehog. Alright, Shadow is very similar to the character of Sonic the Hedgehog, and has a couple of traits that are just like Sonic. So he won't be too different from Sonic. Of course, I always like to start off my characters with the eyes, and I feel like starting his eyes right about here. And they should just look like a pair of goggles at first, I guess. Next, you're going to draw in the eye. It just appears as a very thin oval in the middle of each of the spots. And then you can start working on the rest of the face. And then from the eyes, go up and begin drawing the rest of the head. Shadow's spikes on his hair are a little bit different from Sonic's. On the bottom two, he has them pointing upwards instead of to the down, just like the first one. So just draw them like this. Alright, now it's time to do more detail on Shadow's head. First, you might want to add on his signature red crest that goes across the top of his first spike, and then the smaller red areas on the other spikes. Then add in more detail to the eye by adding in a pupil and a glare. And then darken in the outline of Shadow's head. Okay. Now I'm going to begin his chest, which will come off of his body just like this. Just form a little oval type thing here. Mark where you want the arms to begin, and also where you want the legs to begin. And then I'm going to draw the first arm, the second one, and the beginning of the legs. On Shadow's chest, he has a tuft of fur, unlike Sonic's, which he doesn't have any fur on his chest, and you're just going to leave that white, and then you put on the spikes on Shadow's back, add in his tail. Now you can start working on the arms more. First thing you want to draw on his hands is his black glove part, followed by a ring, which just goes around his hand, and then his actual hand. And then on the, just coming straight up off the ring, you're going to put a marker, like some sort of shield type thing, over it. Now on Shadow's legs, you're just going to curve them down like so, and once again draw the initial part of Shadow's foot or sock. Add in a ring, and just draw the vague outline of his shoe. Okay. And then once again you're going to add in that little shield that goes right up over Shadow's sock. And now I'm going to do some more detail on Shadow's shoes. They're very much like Sonic's, other than the fact that they are rollerblades, which is probably the reason why Shadow's so much faster. And if you have a source drawing, like I do, you'll know what Shadow's shoes actually look like. But if you don't, here's how they form. On Shadow's arms, he has red streaks going up them, just like on his hair. And also on his legs, he has the same red streaks. And then make sure you've gotten all the outlines of Shadow darkened and ready for the next step of this process. Okay, now you're ready to move on to the next part of the process, which is drawing yourself a background if you would like to have one. For Shadow, I'm just going to draw a sort of city background, because that's where Shadow the Hedgehog, the video game, took place, in a city. And now, I'm just going to leave my background, pretty simple, and I'm going to begin coloring Shadow. First, I'm going to choose to color the black part of Shadow, and instead of just going ahead and coloring it black right off the bat, I'm going to color it a gray. That way, if I feel like it, I can add shading and more depth to Shadow's body and any other black part. Now I'm going to take a slightly darker gray and color to the right of Shadow to signal my shading. And now, just overall, I'm going to add in just a very light coat of the black. On Shadow's shoes, since it's not totally black, you just want to go over it again with the darker gray. And now you can begin coloring other parts of Shadow's body. Next I'm going to color all the red. And then I'm going to take a darker red, color a little bit of it on the farthest edges. And then next I'll do the yellow. On the side of the gloves and any other white part, you can just hatch to make it seem like it's not just a flat color. Add a little more dimension to the hands. Shadow's nose is black, except for the glare spot. And then his skin is a mix in between just a peach color and a tannish brown. I'm going to take a yellow and just stroke across the buildings. And then once again, take your dark gray and just color over that. Here is my finished picture of Shadow the Hedgehog. I actually had quite a lot of fun doing this, and this may actually be the best drawing I've ever made of Shadow the Hedgehog. I'd like to thank BattleGuy84493 for giving me this opportunity to once again draw Shadow, and I hope you, the person that requested this, actually liked this video and the drawing. That's about it. You guys should rate the video, favorite the video, and comment on the video. And if you want to send me a request, I ask that you please send it in this kind of format, with the subject being request, and just telling me your character, specific details, and any other stuff that you may like to let me know. That's about it. You guys should check out some of my other videos and some of my other drawings at the links I'm about to show you. And that's all I've got to say. So see ya!